the second part of this Uipath course, and today we are going to cover up the Excel automation part. Before that, just take 5 seconds and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me and also for my future videos. So let me explain the scope of this project. So as you can see, this is an Excel sheet and this is going to be a spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, there are several columns which consist of different values. So our main goal is to calculate the salary. To calculate the salary, we need to multiply these two and multiply these two values and add these four values together and minus pre-salary value. From that, you will get the salary. So our main goal is to do this from Uipath. First thing first we need to add a read range to read the Excel sheet. So I'm going to go for the activity panel and type read range, and I'm going to drag and drop the read range from the workbook. So in here, first we need to add the path of the Excel sheet in this column. So I will click this icon and select the path of the sheet. In the second panel, we can add the sheet name. It's already sheet 1 and I'm going to keep it as it is. And here we need to add the range. So my range is I need to read the whole sheet at once. So I will clear the range. So now you can see there's an output and it's a data table variable. So I'm going to click that and press Ctrl K to create a variable called data table. So we can access this table as we need. Okay, so I will press enter and I will press OK. So now you can see the variables panel, it has created a variable called data table. So the second thing is we need to add the for each row activity. So again, I'm going to type here for each row. So I'm going to drag and drop the for each row. So if I explain you a bit about this activity is created for data table variables, and what this activity does is it will go for each row by row as a count. So in here we don't need to add any counts or anything. It will go as for each row by row. So inside this we will add all our activities for the calculation of the salary. So in here, if you see that in input, we need to add the data table variable that we created previously. It's called data table. So we will be able to access the data inside that table. So the data table variable is finished. The second thing we need to do is we need to create variables in order to make it more clear and do the calculation for get the salary at the end. So I will add few assign activities and make some variables. So the first variable is going to be hourly rate. So as we can see here, everyone's hourly rate is different. So that's why I'm going to create a variable for that. So when it loops, it will also change as per the row. So I'm going to press Ctrl K and type hourly rate and press enter. So now we have created a variable. So now we need to equal that variable for the value. So the easiest way is to copy the heading of the table, header of the table, and press, and in the value column you can add current row, brackets, inside quotations we can add the header of the row, and we need to convert into to string. So now we need to create a variable for hourly working hours. So I will create a variable. For that we can either use create a variable from here, or we can use the T activity. So I'm going to press Ctrl K and press enter, and I'm going to add current row brackets quotations and the column name, column header. So the column header was working hours, and I need to convert into a string. So then I'm going to use another assign activity for OT hours. I'm going to press Ctrl K, paste the variable name, and I'm going to add current row brackets quotes dot toString. Next thing is OT rates. Another assign activity. Ctrl K, current row table header name dot toString. Last one is pre-salary. So this salary is going to be the one that is going to be deducted from the employee's salary. It means the employee has taken the salary before the salary day, so we need to deduct it from this salary. So I'm going to create a variable for that also. I'm going to say current row side brackets toString. So now everything is finalized, and now we need to do the calculation part. For that I will explain you. First we will do the calculation to get the working rate and hourly working hours. For that we need to get these two multiply. So I'm going to create another assign activity. I'm going to say it as hourly working rate. Then I'm going to copy the variable of. Guys, previously we ran into few trouble when converting the string into a int value, and I did some research and we get to know like we cannot convert a string straight away to int. We can but convert into double, so we will be able to do the multiplication. So in here I have add both two variables and it will be converting into double. So hourly rate into working hours, and we will get hourly working rate. So we have successfully get the hourly working rate. Now we need to calculate these two values, OT hours and OT rates. For that I will be using the same activity, same method. I will create a variable called OT hourly rate. Hourly rate, and I will convert it into double. copy one of these commands so I don't need to use it again. So we will be multiplying OT hours. I will change it into OT rates. Okay guys, now we have find the working hourly rate and also working OT hourly rate. So now we need to do the subscribing. Now we need to do the minus part. So first of all, we will add these two as total salary, and we will create this as a double variable plus working hourly rate plus OT hourly rate. So now we have calculated the total salary. Now we need to get the gross salary. For that we need to minus the salary that the employee took before the salary day. I will create a variable as gross salary, convert it to a double, and I'm going to divide it, minus it by pre-salary variable. So I'm going to copy the code, copy the variable, okay guys, now we have find out the salary that should come here. So now we need to type the salary here. For that we need to use write cell activity. So in here we will add the path of this sheet. Then the sheet name is the same, and the range I will keep it for later. And also third, we will add the gross salary, and in here we can add only string values. So I'm going to convert this into toString from double. So now as you see, we are looping. While looping we need to change it to h1, h2, h3 likewise. For that I will use a counter variable. So I will get a counter variable here and create a variable name as count and make it as init value, and type here as 2 because the data table start from the second row. Then at the end of this, I will add another count variable and count plus 1. So it will add the count till the loop ranges, and then we can go to the cell, type here plus count the toString. So it will loop, and the count cell will be also changed while changing the count value. So now we have successfully created the gross salary project. We'll do a test run and see. Okay guys, as you can see, now the bot has successfully calculated all the gross salary of all the employees from top to bottom, and you can see it has calculated the values correctly. Even though it has a minus value, it's probably correct. So guys, from this project I'm going to end this video, and we'll meet in the next video. Take care.